Hey kids, how about a little extra magic hour?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Extra Magic Hour podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova and Parkhopper John.
That was Tony's chair, by the way. We did not have chili before that. Welcome to the
My chair needs a Erlen.
Welcome to the extra magic hour show, everybody. This is your second show of the week where we get to talk about some of the things that we're passionate about. Tonight's going to be a humdinger of a show.
Mm-hmm.
You want to introduce or you want me to?
I'll start out.
All right,
so
go for it.
There was an announcement under the D23 kind of banner.
A Maleficent 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Pretty close.
Oh.
Saying that they have cast Ariel for the new live remake of
Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid. Under the Sea, and it would be Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry.
What?
But Halle Bailey, and I don't really know her, but...
What a poor, unfortunate name.
Yeah, exactly. And the internet lost its poop.
Mine.
It was like hashtag not my Ariel, hashtag not my mermaid, and I was like, wow. I said, all right, it's a little maybe too far to the other side of crazy. Listen, they make casting choices for all kind of crazy reasons. But anyway, I mean, I even tried to get Jodie. I was really poking Jodie Benson to chime in, and I couldn't get her to do it on Instagram. But I was really trying to say, it'd be great for you to chime in on what you think.
Mm-hmm.
So that maybe the Disney fans will have some calm.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't go for that.
So that inspired. God, I can't believe. Give me a minute. I've been prepping for this all night. Okay. So that inspired Freeform to put a message out. I'm assuming on Twitter because this looks like a tweet.
Yeah, it's a tweet.
And I'm going to read this, and we'll try to.
But I don't understand why they didn't formally make the announcement, like on the park's blog, or why they chose Twitter as the place. I mean, that's where the firestorm started.
Right, and Freeform is a younger channel, so they would. And this is not a parks blog article. This has nothing to do with the parks, although they do talk about movie stuff.
Right.
So Freeform says, and I'm quoting now, yes, the original author of The Little Mermaid was Danish. Ariel is a mermaid. She lives in an underwater kingdom in international waters and can legit swim wherever she wants, even though that often upsets King Triton. For the sake of argument, let's say that Ariel too is Danish. Danish mermaids can be black because Danish people can be black. Ariel can sneak up to the surface at any time with her pals Scuttle and Jamaican crab Sebastian. Sorry, Flounder. And keep that bronze base tight. This is a multi-million-dollar corporation tweeting like jackasses.
Yeah.
Black Danish people, and thus merfolk, can genetically, 3 exclamation points, have red hair. But spoiler alert, bring it back to the top. The character of Ariel is a work of fiction. So after all this is said and done, and you still cannot get past the idea that choosing the incredible, sensational, highly talented, gorgeous Halle Bailey is anything other than inspired casting. That's because she doesn't look like the cartoon one. Oh boy, do I have some news for you about you.
All right, so what do you think of that statement?
First of all, Freeform, you could take your answer, shine it up really pretty, and stick it. I thought this was the most condescending, arrogant, preachy, better than everyone else, piece of crap response. Now, granted, I get it. They think they're talking to a bunch of racists.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a problem with that, there's a lot that needs to be said about you. That I want my Ariel to be redheaded and Caucasian.
Yeah.
Because that's the picture that I've been painted since I was 25.
Right.
I'm almost 50. It's going to be really hard for me to get past that.
Right.
So, what is your thoughts? We'll start right there. What's your thoughts about that Freeform response?
The response was completely stupid and ludicrous. It was just not. It was not addressing the adults in the room.
Correct.
It was addressing everything below the adult form.
Yeah, to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah. If you're trying to address the tweens and teens and maybe 20-ishes, well, fine. You've sent the message to them. Message received for them.
Correct.
But the adults were like, no, that's not a good answer.
That's not satisfactory.
Yeah. You're not telling it. At least tell us why you think this person is the person to be the new Ariel.
Well, she's beautiful. She's sensational. She's... Okay, granted. Now, Tony and I are Caucasian. I'm Irish.
We are?
Yeah. I'm Irish.
I'm Italian.
Okay? Redheads are a very, very special to me, and we're losing our gingers on camera. I get it. They want to get a more diverse Ariel to represent. What's wrong with redheads?
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of redheads on TV anymore.
So then find the correct role to represent that.
Yeah.
Okay?
I hear what you're saying.
You don't have to force the square peg into the round hole.
Here's a question.
Make the role fit the person.
Right. When they redid...
Or the person fit the role.
When they redid Sleeping Beauty, and they called it Maleficent,
Yeah.
and they flipped the script, and it's from the lens of through the eyes of Maleficent.
The dark side.
Okay? The Sleeping Beauty was, Dakota Fanning. Was it Dakota Fanning or the other Fanning sister?
Elle.
It was Elle Fanning. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
Maleficent. Angelina Jolie. She looks just like the queen, but she's not green.
Right.
Okay, so let's go with that. Okay, so I get that. They're trying to stay within the stereotype. I don't see race bending in The Lion King.
Right.
At all. Because that would be wholly inappropriate. I've been told that.
What if that was an completely white cast?
Wholly inappropriate. I've already been told that. Wholly inappropriate. Why? Why is that inappropriate? Here's my problem. I don't care what color Little Mermaid is.
I mean, it was in the original animated.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't... Yeah, true. I don't care what color Ariel is. Except there's one small problem that I have.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple, but...
Let's start with the small problem.
The small problem, Disney's created this problem for themselves. All the merchandise in the store, all the character meet and greets, all the attractions, you know, Under the Sea with Ariel, you know, at the Magic Kingdom, they spent millions of dollars to build this new attraction so that once a year the light will shine through the rocks and make a Mickey, and all this stuff that tells the story of the Little Mermaid from the animated classic.
Right.
All the stuffed plush animals, all the likenesses from all the parks across the world. You know, red-haired, whatever color eyes, Ariel. Okay? Now, what are they going to do? Are they going to have another plush that's going to be African-American? And now we're going to have to force kids to make a choice. Which Ariel do you want? Are they going to take all the classic Ariel out and only put the new Ariel in?
Yes.
Which is probably what they're going to do. Well, that's not right either.
Right.
that goes against
That goes to hashtag not my Ariel.
right, and that's kind of a slap in the face of Jodie Benson and all of her work. She's a Disney, princess. She's all those things.
Disney legend. Princess.
It's just a lot of craziness that I don't see that this helps anything.
Yeah.
If you've got an amazing actress who would be perfect for a role in a movie,
right?
Why don't you create a new movie or a new role?
Yeah.
But you're racist. No, I'm not.
Right.
I see this as problematic. From the moment they made the announcement, it's problematic.
You've made all these animated films. Now you want to go fix yourself.
Correct.
And fit in more races. Asian, black,
right.
red
diversity,
hair, blonde hair, green hair, purple hair, whatever.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with diversity.
No.
We're not saying that.
No. But now go make films to represent.
Correct.
That.
Right.
Why are you trying to flip it and force it into that square peg again?
What if Marvel decided to take the role of the Black Panther
and make them all white
and make him a white man?
Yeah.
He could be from Africa.
Could be White Panther.
No, he wouldn't be White Panther. Oh, there is a White Panther in the comics.
There was White Lightning. That was a good TV show.
Yep. He's black. But the point is, it's okay to flip some races, and it's not okay to flip others. Do you remember when Battlestar Galactica was popular back in the 70s?
Yep.
And then they revamped it, 10 or 15 years ago?
Yeah.
There was a little bit of pushback because they flipped the genders and they flipped a couple of the colors, but it was really like they flipped the gender, like Starbuck.
Yeah.
Dirk Benedict.
Yeah.
It was now Katie Sackhoff. Boomer was an African American guy. Now it's the girl that used to be on Hawaii 5-0. Now she's on another show. That was a stir because they were changing sexes. And it did make sense, but it worked.
Yeah.
But that was a franchise that had been dead for 20 years.
Right.
There are currently...
I mean, that generation had almost left it behind.
Right. What are they going to do now at Disney's Hollywood Studios with the Little Mermaid live show?
Maybe that's why it's going down for rehab.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, is that okay?
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to have a discussion about it, and I think we both feel the same way about it.
Yeah.
And obviously, our patrons are going to chime in, but this is a little bit of a sticky wicket.
All right. I'll have to say, I mean, Little Mermaid is one of my favorite from that era. Lion King, Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. Mermaid is, I think, one of my favorite movies from that era. And it may be a little bit biased, because I did meet Pat Carroll, which then really made it personal for me. And I like I said last week, I don't know how I feel about
Megan McCarthy.
Yeah. Is it Megan? No. What the hell's her name?
Something McCarthy?
Yeah, something McCarthy. The cousin of the other McCarthy. I don't know how I feel about her. Can she do the Ursula cackle that
Melissa?
Melissa, that is so famous.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe she'll put her own spin on it, like Will Smith did on the genie.
Yeah, and I get that. Well, and a lot of people are like, well, nobody said anything about.
And here's the other. So go back to that even. I don't think the internet really lost their crap as much as when Will Smith was
not blue.
Yeah, not blue and a genie, as they are about this poor girl, Halle Bailey, being Ariel, which probably says, or it should send a message to Disney that this character is really iconic, and you probably should not mess with it.
Yeah, but I mean, but Disney doesn't feel that way.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
We've heard the rumor that, because we don't have confirmation yet, that Snow White is going to be remade.
Oh, God.
How do we feel about Black White?
She won't be. She'll be Latino.
Okay. Or Asian or whatever.
Yeah. I don't see anybody in Mulan. Have you seen the trailer for Mulan?
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah?
I think they took out Mushu and they took out all the songs.
Oh.
They took out the singing.
So what, they make it a Bruce Lee movie?
It's an action movie. And it looks amazing. I mean, it's gorgeous looking. The girl that they have to play Mulan, I can't think of her name. It's amazing. She's gorgeous. She won't beat Ming Na Wan.
Yeah.
That's
wow,
my get out.
That would have been good.
That's my get out of jail free card. But I mean, she's gorgeous. She looks like she's really killing it on the. I mean, some of the stuff that they have in the trailers, cool looking that she's doing with swordplay.
And I will say, from my man perspective,
right,
that I feel that there are very few things now in the parks for boys and men. It's really catered to the girl and the woman. Bippity boppity boutique. All right, yeah, you can be a pirate. But you look at the clothing, there's a lot more female clothing than there is men clothing.
Yeah. We've argued that for years.
You know, T-shirts and, well, yeah, T-shirts unisex, that's great, but you don't see the women buying them unless they're the scoop neck whatevers.
Right.
Or the spirit jerseys. So I just feel that, you know, there's not a lot of stuff for us anymore.
Right.
You know, how many times have we said they should build a man shop at Disney Springs?
Yeah.
A bazillion?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to get paid $1 for every time I've said that on this podcast. I'd be rich.
So it just comes back to when Disney starts messing around with iconic characters, that there's a little bit of an issue. And, you know, some of you may be sitting, well, you know, I'm never going to be. Well, we'll find out in a week with our Patreon. If it goes down, we'll know that we killed it. Yeah. But I mean, seriously, we're trying to sort through it because
we're just stating the information.
Well, we're giving our opinion.
And our opinion.
You know, I saw the announcement. Congratulations to the girl that got the role. I hope she's ready for it. I just don't. I struggle with. It's not interchangeable. No matter how bad companies like Disney want it to be, it's just not interchangeable. There's certain things that they're not willing to change, you know, that they seem to be much more readily willing to change. Your eyes got real big. Is everything okay?
Hold on here. I got there's this article on BuzzFeed. It says the original Little Mermaid just shared her thoughts on Halle Bailey's casting of Ariel.
She thinks it's a great idea, I'll bet.
Of course, she's not going to bash the Disney company.
Nope, she knows what side of the butter her toast is buttered on. Yeah, so you read, I'll talk.
Yeah.
I just have a real problem with them changing. So it's kind of like I really didn't like the extra little LeFou storyline. I didn't think that was needed in a kids movie, but you know, everybody loved it.
Right.
So maybe it's me. Maybe I've just grown to the point where I'm just not a good Disney fan.
Yeah.
All
right. So this says Jodie Benson, the woman who voiced Ariel in Disney's animated film, just made an appearance at Florida SuperCon. And when she was asked about the controversy, here's what Jodie said, quote, I think that the spirit of a character is what really matters, end quote. She replied, what you bring to the table in a character as far as the heart and the spirit is what really counts. Benson talked about how channeling Ariel's inner spirit is how she herself had been able to step into the role over the years despite getting older.
Despite getting what?
Older.
Well, that wasn't the problem.
Let's see. It says, we need to be storytellers, she concluded. And no matter what we look like on the outside, no matter our race or our nation, the color of our skin, our dialect, or whether I'm tall or thin or skinny, I'm overweight or underweight, or my hair is whatever color, we really need to tell the story. So there you go. Right from the mouth of Ariel.
Yep. So maybe we're wrong about this. I got tired of being called all sorts of names, but the Disney sycophants are out there like, I think she's going to be a great Ariel. Well, let's find a character that you really, really love, and let's change it dramatically, and see how you feel about it. Yeah. Maybe Ariel doesn't do it for you, but if they turn Stitch into a little red, sloth, I might be a little perturbed about it. I'm not really happy about this live action thing anyway.
Right. No, I don't like the live action thing.
I saw that picture.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? And this is what I keep coming back to. What's Disney going to do? Everything. Philhar Magic, all the stuff. There's confusion.
Right.
Now parents are going to have conversations about, and maybe that's what Disney wanted. Maybe Disney wanted there to be conversations with parents and kids, well, some people are this color, some people are that color. And going back to the Freeform article, for them to sit there and say they're Danish black people, there are, but it's not like the United States.
Right.
That's like saying there's a ton of black folks in Ireland. And granted, there are black people in Ireland. Excuse me. African Irishmen.
Yeah.
But there ain't many.
All right, I'm not a Hollywood producer. I'm not a casting agent. But she doesn't have a very long resume here either.
No, she's just she's been on Freeform.
Yeah, and she's only 19. I mean, I don't know how old Jodie Benson was when she got the role, but I think she was a little bit older.
But Jodie Benson was only doing the voice.
Yeah.
She didn't have to do all the extra stuff. She didn't have to carry the movie.
Yeah.
This young lady's going to have to carry this movie.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel so bad for her. Now, granted, we're probably just a bunch of goofballs, and it's probably going to shatter records.
And make the internet look like a fool.
Yeah, probably. But,
Which would be fun to watch.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
It's a
Will you go watch it?
Sure, I'll go watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not anti the movie. I just don't think that it's a good choice.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you're racist. No, I've already said these are the reasons I don't think it's a good choice.
Right.
I just don't think it's a good choice. I think it's not. It's adding a degree of difficulty that there doesn't need to be.
Right.
Well, if that's the case, then you're never going to have African Americans in key roles. That's not true. Look at and I keep going back to Marvel. Look at what Black Panther did. Organically, Black Panther broke the internet.
Right.
It broke movies.
Yep.
It was still playing and still in the top 10 list when Avengers came out. The first Avengers Civil War or Avengers Infinity War came out. And then they tried to replicate the same thing with Captain Marvel, and I think there was some shenanigans there.
Yeah.
But you're not going to sit and change Black Panther. Well, it's in the name, Black Panther. No, it's a panther. Panther's black. The person under the mask doesn't have to be black.
Right.
I just struggle with it.
So if you want to follow any of this, you can do it on Twitter at Freeform TV. That's where we got the Freeform quote from. It's right there. You can read it. We didn't change any of it. You could also follow the hashtag #NotMyAriel.
Oh my God.
Or the hashtag #MyAriel, depending on, I guess, which way your Ariel goes.
Right.
And you can do it that way.
Yeah, Freeform is pushing all the social justice buttons. They're still celebrating Pride Month.
So
that'd be interesting.
Yep. I got nothing else about this.
Do you?
Nope.
Nothing else to say? Nothing at all?
Nope. I'd be done. I'd be done with it.
Yep. All right.
I'd put a Triton in that Ariel.
Did you? All right. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Let us know what you think. That's the important thing. We want to know what you think about this.
Hashtag #MyAriel or hashtag #NotMyAriel?
Yeah.
Which side of the Ariel are you on?
That's funny. Freeform podcast, a little forward.
I
love Disney and all their Disneyness. Let us know what you guys think.
Sure.
It's an interesting thought problem.
Yep.
We would love to know what you guys think. Be nice in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, my friends, if we don't see you online, we will see you in the parks.
The Extra Magic Hour podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.